Hi guys, how are you? How are you doing, my amazing soul? It's your blissful soul, Katrina WW for Wadigo. I welcome you and I welcome you back to this YouTube channel for another educative episode. Yes. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are. And since here we also learn and such, please invite everyone. Share this channel with everyone that they may come to this side and we enjoy. Sorry about that. So, yeah, share with everyone that you know and everyone that knows you about this channel. Let them come. Let us be one community. Oh, I undid my hair. Yeah, so right now it's just like that. Okay, so I want to address something. Also, ensure that you have also subscribed to the channel. And thank you so much for staying with me here. Thank you for watching the content that you watch. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. I love engaging with you. Please continue. Let's engage on anything that I put out there, okay? All right. So now I want us to talk about something. I met with this person in the CBD today. Actually, today. When is today? Today is the 4th of September. Yes, 2025. In case of course, I want to post it today. There's a video what time is it? That is going up in the next 9 minutes. I post on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 7:30 p.m. I'm trying to find the best times that all of you will watch, okay? That all of you will watch with your friends and families and cousins and everyone else and relatives and class and schoolmates and plot apartment mates and everyone, area mates, everyone. So bring everyone on board. So I met with this person in town and we had met some time back and he was like, oh my God, we've been looking for you. We wanted to do something, of course, on disability and all that. And they're not offering any accommodation, like not even transport. And I was like, wow, do you have a minute? Because for this we will stop and talk. So I'll insert a photo here. How I left the house in the morning looking. Okay. Because I told him, oh, you have time. Okay, look down. Look at my feet. Do you know what happened, guys? I was just from my very last engagement of the day today. And my feet, my feet swell. I've told you that several times. Some of the things that happened to me as a short stature, like the conditions I have to live with. So my feet had swollen so much that my shoes started giving in, so they were coming off, tearing from like the sole and the rest of it were coming off. So I told him, look at me. And it started like a joke. So now I was with some friends. Now we had to get into the CBD to a shop to buy me some other shoes, some flat shoes, and then I'll put like a small video. I'll put the video here, like a small one I took. I remember to take on the mat before the shoes become dusty and all. So I told him, do you see that? Because society demonizes persons with disabilities, that we are all about tokenism, that we won't go somewhere if you're not paid and all that. And I told him, look at that. Because I need you to stop demonizing persons with disabilities. So my needs and yours are different. This has happened from the engagement that we were in. My feet are swollen, I've been swelling all day. Now my shoes have, and this These shoes are new. I think I've worn them like twice or thrice at most. They are very new. I wore them when I was emceeing in Ethiopia on that day. And then today, I don't know if I've worn them before that. I don't think so. They are very, very new. I had just recently bought them before flying out to Ethiopia. So, like you see, these are the reasons why people who have understood about disability, our reasonable accommodations, give us this like appreciations, because just today alone, by the time I was meeting with him, I had used 3 cab rides. It's expensive on me to travel to get to the same place that you will get to. It's more expensive for me. I might use cabs, whether the vehicles or the motorbikes, but I'm using private means. If you see me in matatus, my finances have completely refused to accommodate that. So you want me to suffer by using public means, continuous swelling of my feet, and with the traffic in Nairobi, to come to you to tell you my lived experiences. And the lived experiences of persons with disabilities, they are filled with blood, sweat, tears. But you don't want to consider that. You want me to suffer while coming to tell you that story. You have me all over your socials. You've already made me sign consent of you to use my image, my voice, and everything, my story. Paste it all over your media. Grow your audience and your social and your channel and everything. And then tell me, thank you, it was nice having you. And then I suffer again, going back home. Surely, how fair is that? So I told him, look at me. Right now, I have an expense I didn't have. I have to buy shoes. I don't have a choice. See the way I look? We are heading to a shop. We were near a shop. When the minute we bumped into each other, now we are getting into back shop to get new shoes. I had no budget for that. That shoe is new. Of course, it's paining me. It's a difficult time for me to even buy a shoe because they are swollen. Probably when they are not very much swollen, that shoe will be big. But I don't have a choice. How else am I getting home? So those are the things that we want society to consider. Not to demonize us. That persons with disabilities, you're all about money, tokenism, you go nowhere without money. Have you considered how I get to that place? And that is just one case scenario. There are those that completely, no matter how broke, they would rather take a loan, credit from somewhere or someone to use a cab. They just can, their disability completely does not allow them, or the experiences they have gone through in the public sector completely negates the fact that they can use a matatu or the public means. So they must use cabs, but you don't want to consider that. You just want to, you want me to come to you, to your thing, promote your thing and all that, and then you tell me, thank you, it was nice having you, until next time, and then I suffer going back home. You're not putting into consideration my reasonable accommodations. How am I getting there? So please, try to understand. We are always educating. That's why I'm here. Across my social media channels, we are educating why. Alright? So that the narrative shifts. So that you understand. And we live in harmony. Okay? So, the next time you are inviting a person with disability to your workshop, to your forum, to your podcasts, to your interviews and all that, please consider our getting there. Okay? Don't just see that we are charging you. And even if we were, you know takes every single day. Do you know our lives are more expensive? What we have to go through every single day for us to bring you those lived experiences, for you to have them everywhere, for you to go sharing them across your platforms and everything, and then you see that you are now in the disability inclusion movement. Did you really include that person or those persons with disabilities that you called to your event, to your TV, to your radio, to your podcast, to whatever it is, you know because when you call persons without disabilities for the same, you consider them. When you give persons without disabilities these jobs or gigs, you actually pay them, and you pay them well. But when you call Katrina as an influencer, as a brand ambassador, as a social media marketer or a manager, as an MC, as a facilitator, as a mentor, as an artist, you don't want to pay me. And I'm like, why? Shouldn't you actually be paying me more? When you call artists, social media managers, content creators, MCs without disabilities, you pay them, and you really pay them according to their rate cards. Why is it so painful when it comes to a person with disability? There is no budget. And this starts even from the government. Anything to do with disability inclusion, there's no budget. Why? There are no resources, certainly. But there is money that you're doing A, B, C, D with. Why, when it comes to disability inclusion, to persons with disabilities, there are no resources, there's no budget, there's no money, there's no funding. Why? Why call me as a public speaker, yet when you call the persons with disabilities public speakers and motivational speakers and all that, you ask for their rate cards? So why is it shifting with me? Why do you want me to do it for free? And then you demonize me. You say, oh, these people with disability, they can't even be helped. You can't call them for nothing. All they want is money. When you call an artist without a disability, you pay them according to their rate cards. So why is it different with me? Why? Me who has to live more expensively, me whose life is more expensive by default. My life is more expensive by default. I have to use cabs because I must. I have to live in certain areas because of my accommodations. Why do you demonize us? Why are there double standards? We've even been, this has happened to even people that I relate to that have disability. Will be called to a show with other persons without disabilities. They are paid. And as even the last minute, they're refusing you the microphone to get on stage. They're refusing you that time to get on stage and perform. Suddenly, the MC of the day doesn't like you or something. They're like, there's no slot for you. You called me. I was called. I didn't just show up. I was in the list. I was in the program. All of a sudden, I don't know who doesn't like me. I don't know. Or they didn't know I'm a person with disability or something. Now all of a sudden, I can't do what they had called me to do. You apply. I applied for one very big event. And the regret email said they didn't have finances. They didn't have the budget, the funding. But they are the ones who put out a call for artists. Did that major event happen? Yes. Were there performances? Yes. Were they from persons with disabilities? No. Were they paid? Of course. But when it came to me, who indicated about my disability, there was no money for me. They regretted that they didn't have finances for now. I was like, okay, all right. Hmm. You see, we honestly, it's so hard to understand what's wrong. Really, like what's wrong? When if you call, please, if you call a person with a disability for their expertise, they are a DJ, an MC, an artist, a mentor, a facilitator, a teacher, a trainer in the hospitality department, an actress or actor, a dancer, an influencer, a brand ambassador, whatever they are, a public speaker, whatever capacity, or you are calling them for, or to even share their lived experiences. You do pay the other people, please. In the same way you ask for their rate cards, ask for ours as well. That's all we are saying. Because ours should even be higher. My getting there is more expensive. You could just wake up that morning and that is when everything has decided to boom, 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 boom. If it's Katrina, that is when the feet are like, huh. That is when the back is burning. That is when maybe she took some medicine and they are, because maybe the doctors didn't consider her as a short stature, they are too strong for her. Everything is a mess inside. And she has to smile and come and deliver. That is the time for those maybe who are epileptic, that is when it decided to strike. Hmm. You know? So please, learn about us. Understand. We are creating awareness every single day. Understand about us so that you give us our reasonable accommodations and stop demonizing us that we are all about tokenism. We are just asking for our reasonable accommodations. That's all. That's all. Include us. Including us doesn't mean we call them. No. Inclusion goes far beyond, but they're here. But we have to here. No. It goes beyond that. So thank you. See you on the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share with everyone. Let's continue learning. Share your thoughts on the comment section. Like the video. I'll see you on the next lesson.